say hello to my mother.
Hi, everybody.
She's not shy, okay? Yes, Mario Ramirez from
Box 11.
You are on the Bear Pantry Show in Utah.
every Sunday. Potato salad, stewed chicken, rice and beans, and plantains.
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show.
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show.
Yeah.
Oxtails.
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show.
Attack! You're watching the Bear Pantry Show with my sister.
You like my shirt now? Did I change it out?
Yeah, I like this one. I can see your chestises.
Why are you touching this one?
Hey guys, this is gonna be one of our Valentine's Day twofer meal. I've invited Joe to come and join me today. Well, I dragged him into it. I'm sorry, baby, but I need you. So what are we gonna be making? Tell the people, Joe.
You're making some crab stew or soup, whatever we call it.
I think it's gonna be more like soup. So let me tell you, Daddy went to Costco about 3 weeks ago. His Costco in his neck of the woods, 30 miles away from my house, but he ran up here to give me one of the crabs that he bought because it comes by a 2-pack from Costco. This crab is big. It's going to be enough to serve like 3 people, but we're going to do a twofer, right? Twofer meal today. Along with the crab soup or crab stew, I'm going to try to make a small, little bread pudding. Jada doubts me. She's running camera. She doubts me because she says, you're not going to do a bread pudding with a 2 slice of bread, Mom. I'm like, watch me. This is the Bear Pantry Show. That's all we have. I mean, come on. We have other bread like sourdough and stuff, but I like the sandwich breads better for the bread pudding. But she doubts me. So Joe's going to be like taking apart the crab and washing everything while I'm here prepping all this other stuff for the stew. So Jada's going to follow Joe to the sink, and I'm going to be over here all by my lonesome just chopping onions and peeling potatoes.
If you notice, I get a dirty job to clean.
That's because you're Joe Mr. Fix-It. We're going to start putting some more Mr. Fix-It videos at the review channel from Joe. Yes. So we still wash the crab with vinegar or lime or lemon, just like we would do any other meat, because we're Belizean. And Joe's going to get to it. You should tell them what you're doing over there, Joe.
Pop it off there. Head, I guess.
Are you guessing? Wait. No.
What?
I take off the legs and the pinchers first before I get to all that nastiness.
That's okay. I just
Yeah.
You do it your way and I do it my way.
And that's how it is in the Bear Pantry kitchen when Joe steps in. Now let me tell you about this viewer that I had a while back, because I've done this video before years ago. The viewer came at me. She looked like a white lady. And she was like, you're not supposed to take out the nastiness. See? Right there? Show it, Jada. You're not supposed to take all that out of the crab. You're actually supposed to eat that. I'm like, you could eat that if you want to, but not me. And so she comes back and she says, well, I don't eat it. But I'm saying, people say. That's how you like them apples? She don't eat it, but she wants that people say that I'm supposed to eat that. What? That's the feces and
Girl, where?
No. I'm gonna go over there and supervise what he's doing, because I'm not gonna eat all that crap. In case you guys don't know, Joe and I are very competitive in the kitchen, because I think I can cook better than him. But he knows he can cook better than me.
This is how I watch it. That's the way it's supposed to look for me.
I don't trust him.
We're now going to break it in half and pop this in half also. Voila, I finished there. So now wash it.
They're not going to be able to hear you, Joe, over that wire. You talk too soft.
Well, I think it's looking good.
Let's see. You come inspect.
I could live with that.
Let me inspect, boo. Now.
What?
I don't know what you did. This body is supposed to be separated from these legs. No. And I don't like, see, right here, Jada? Mm-hmm. Come closer, see? See, I don't like that. No, this is not done. That's why I don't let Joe cook my crab for me. He's only here for his good looks.
Bye. My feeling hurt already.
You hurt his feelings,
I hurt
Mom.
his feelings because I went back and I watched it. It was only a couple little spots that I didn't like to
I
see.
can put this away how it look like. See, nice and clean and ready to go.
You just shut me up. Jada noticed too. All right, so what I want... Oh my goodness. It's kind of like when you're riding with somebody in the car and you want them to get in this one lane because that's the lane you would be in if you were driving. And that's what he's doing right here. So for me, I would have taken off the pinchers and the legs and leave the body intact so the body could be split in two.
No,
that somebody could get the body and then somebody get a leg.
You don't do it like that.
Exactly. Explain it, Joe. Explain it.
So people could get the legs and the body together.
Because you want malata meat, right?
So when this gonna be mine.
Happy Belizean Valentine's Day, everybody.
That's the way Joe sees it. Joe's like, nah, Joshua ain't gonna get none of this. This is 2 for you, 2 for me. Will you put a little bit of hot water on that to melt the ricotta? Meanwhile,
you know, Mommy, this video is supposed to be about love and dinner, and you guys are just about quarreling and trying to fight.
We're not fussing. We're just discussing.
We're just discussing.
Oh, by the way, our aprons are here. And I only have 2 aprons to my name, and they're getting dirty. So I'm going to have to wash and iron. See, I can't even use this one to present to you guys today because this is when I was doing the black cakes. So I'm going to put this one on. Poor Joe don't have none. And we're going to need to sew ourselves an apron each. And I bring it up to let you guys know that these aprons are amazing. They're reversible, you know. 2 sides, 2 fur. Oh my goodness, look how dirty this one is.
There's 2 sides to everything.
Right, babe? So, stop by my store, bearpantry.show.com, pick up your book. I still have to put Jada's cookbook back at the site. Pick up your apron, your handbag, your bag organizer, your eye pillow. Come on, people. Thank you so much. Thank you to my sponsors, because without them, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. Thank you to Daddy. Shout out to Daddy for giving me the crab. Oh, what I just did was put like what? What do you think that is, Joe? 2 or 3 tablespoons of flour? Alright, so 2 to 3 tablespoons of flour. You want to stay here and just kind of move it around because this will burn pretty quickly. You guys see it's getting brown already. This took a total of 3 minutes. Let's add the water. Like I always tell you when you're doing this kind of thing, this is a roux, a type of roux. I'm not putting butter. When you're doing this, once you stir this, which is just the flour and the water, if these lumps don't go away, just strain it, alright? Just go ahead and strain it out so that you don't have lumps in your stew. But see, this one went really, really well. So what I'm going to do now is add the onions. And you can put more onions than this if you desire. Joe, can you get the coconut milk open for me, honey? But you have to wash the top of the tin though, okay? Because I didn't wash it yet. So you want to put the onions. Jada's making sure he washed it. Cut your potatoes like in 3. You want them to be chunks, but not too big.
Pour in the whole thing?
Yeah, quickly, baby. Quickly, because my stuff is getting thick here.
Come on.
Oh, he's moving too slow. Come. What happened to that tin cutter? Something wrong? Alright, so put the milk. Isn't that looking like a lovely, thick, rich soup already? And then we're going to put the ricotta, but I'm going to grab a strainer from the laundry room because I don't want the grounds of the ricotta to be... Joe heard me and he ran for the strainer. Good job, Joe. Good job, baby. We're taping this show kind of vlog style so we can have fun. They put a little of water. The main thing, you don't want the milk to scald. Thank you, babe. And this is to darken it up along with the flour. The flour is to thicken it and darken it. But you need the ricotta. If you don't have ricotta, use paprika. Use something to darken up the stew. So that's good. Now, I'm going to add more water to this because I want to give the potatoes an opportunity to cook. So just add enough water so this could come to a boil. And we're going to let these potatoes cook, what, for about 20-30 minutes till they're soft? I think that's good. Meanwhile, I'm going to clean up some of the mess. Let me get this apron out the way. Clean up some of the mess, and then we're going to prep for the bread pudding, all right? Oh, I missed the potato, Jada.
You missed the potato.
Missed the potato head. And what's Joe doing? He keeps walking off the set. I'm like, you don't walk off of a movie set here, Joe.
It's not my role yet.
It's not your role.
It's not a scene,
He's
Mom.
like a typical, it's not his scene. And I was going to make some rice. This is 2 cups of long grain white rice. Until Joe told me, we have white rice we cooked last night in the rice cooker. So we're going to eat that with rice. All right? So I'm just going to put that back. Get ready for the bread pudding. And I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Grab the okra, and I'm taking off the head and the tail, because that's what they say how the okra grow, the head and the tail. Although this looks more like the head to me, this is the tail, but we're not going to start that argument here at my side again. So let me show you. So I told you guys to put a pan under the bread pudding, so I decided to put a water bath or whatever this is, because it's always better to do puddings like this. It'll be even better. So let's get it in the oven at 350. We're going to give this 45 minutes, but we might need more. But we'll check on it, okay? Joe, can you open the oven for me, honey bunny? Alrighty. Don't want to spill. "45 minutes. Timer. Where's the timer? Yeah. And then look. Remember when we put the ricotta in, how the water looked, the soup looked yellow, red? See how it got yellow? I think it's the coconut milk that does that. I know Chef Ramsay would love this. Y'all write to Chef Ramsay and ask him so I can come cook with him. I don't want to be on his competition.
He'd be like, it's iridescent romance.
It was? It's iridescent?
Yeah.
I don't want to be on his competition show because I would suck at competing. But I'd like to just like show him what we can do, because we've learned a lot from him too, right? We've learned how to do beef and stuff from, well, Jada has. So we don't want to put a lot of this though, right, Joe? That's good. The potatoes are ready, you know. So we want to toss this in? Yeah, so we're going to toss the frozen okra in, or okra. If you have fresh one, that works too. But we always get this bag right here from the store for 99 cents. You can't go wrong with that. Everybody could find 99 cents in the bottom of the couch, right? Get some good okra going. So now we're just going to allow that to, well, we don't need to allow that to cook. We could put the crab in. But we want to season it first. So we're going to put like a teaspoon each of salt and black pepper. Where the black pepper at, Joe? They kind of move my stuff around. You know what? Jory's cooking in my kitchen too, and I'm not liking it. They move everything around. So let's start off with 1 teaspoon each. We know, but we're going to put the crab in because the crab has salt too, okay? So that's what you want to do. You can't take the salt out after you've overdone it. So you always want to start with less and then taste and then add more. Now look how he tastes like old people in the kitchen.
No salt.
Put in the crab first. The crab is salty. This is how we roll up in here.
I know.
Let me get it.
I don't like to say something and then you say something else.
Excuse you.
If I say more salt, then more salt.
Well, we're gonna put the crabs in. Allow it to soak up in there, Joe.
Okay, it's time for it to turn the fire off. What I did, I added a little more salt to it just to get a taste, and it tastes pretty good. That's good. If you look at it, the okra is cooked, the potato is cooked, so we stew down and come to a good thickness. So I think we're all done. So we got it. That's it.
Bravo.
I'm gonna warm up my rice because I'm ready to eat. I can't wait no longer.
This is the problem I have with doing a cooking show. The minute the food is done, they don't even let me prep it to do a thumbnail picture. I'm hungry. When I could eat this, I'm like, this is supposed to be a romantic sit-down dinner.
It's romantic. It's romantic.
But I'm letting you know I need my rice.
What the saying say? A hungry man is a hungry man. When I finish eating, I'm okay.
Hungry belly talk to hungry head.
Okay, for how long? 2 hours, then you're hungry again.
He's like a
All right.
baby.
We have 19 more minutes left on this bread pudding to make it 45 minutes. Let me see what it's looking like. Yeah, I think we're going to need more time. We're going to give it that 19 minutes. We want it to be nice and brown, okay? I can't do my usual tasting of the crab, super crab stew right now because Joe and I already ate it all. We did record the video as a mukbang though, and I'm going to upload that shortly after this one. So please check back because I think you're really going to enjoy that video. Now let me tell you what happened with the bread pudding. So I baked it for 1 hour and 10 minutes. I allowed it to cool down for 35 minutes. This is after I checked it with a little knife to make sure that the knife came out clean. When we dumped it out, it was a sight to behold, y'all. It was so gorgeous and jiggly and beautiful. And I started to decorate with the peaches and strawberries and all types of stuff to make it pretty for the camera. That's when I realized that some parts on the bottom just seemed like it didn't cook long enough, like the milk was just a little bit too watery. So even though Joe and I tasted it and we hammed it up for the camera and we enjoyed it and everything, we ate the gel part, the bread pudding part, I wasn't pleased enough with it to present it. So I decided, this is how it looked by the way. It's gorgeous, but I decided I want to do a redo. So it's right here. So let me tell you what I've done. 2 eggs this time instead of 3 eggs. I was doing 2 slices of bread, but one of the slices was kind of non-existent because it was a little piece of the back. So I stole a piece from Joshua. So it's like 2.5 slices of bread, 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. And this time I'm going to make sure to add some lemon extract. I'm going to stick it in at 350 and allow it to bake for 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to check it really well before I take it. I'm going to make sure it goes even more brown, more golden brown. And then I'm going to allow it to cool overnight. I'm going to finish this video tomorrow, guys, because I want yours to come out perfect when you make it, okay? So let me just go ahead and get this in the oven, and then I'll see you tomorrow morning. It's the next day. Right, so I put it on the fridge last night. Looky, looky. Oh, suki, suki now. So remember, like 2.5 slices of the bread and 2 eggs this time. And y'all know, Belize people, we do not decorate our bread pudding. Matter of fact, we would have it on the opposite side and pour some condensed milk on top. But just because, for the sake of pictures, I'm going to decorate this. Snap my picture really quickly. I hope I don't lose my camera girl. Jada's my girl running the thing right now. You know, she's all famous now since she done sang in front of some important people.
Nobody said that.
I just said it. I'm your mother. If I can't say it, who can? All right, so what do you guys think? It's pretty, right? Let me get a few shots for you, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to cut it to serve for me and my honey. Alright guys, so remember the one that we did earlier, well yesterday? Still good, but too soupy, you know? So this is a dessert for 2, but somebody's going to have leftovers, or you're going to have some to take home. If you're on a date, right? Your date's going to have something to take home. Cut it, because you're not going to eat this whole piece. So this is more like a serving. So I figured you could get maybe 4 or 5 servings out of this baby right here. You get it up. Alrighty. Look at it though. Bread pudding on the bottom and that gel on the top and the wonderful fruits. Put whatever fruits you like, right? You like blueberries, put that. Now let me tell you something quickly about bread pudding. You can serve it hot or cold. So this is cold right now because it was in the fridge last night. But if you don't like it cold, just go heat it up in the microwave, okay? It'll withstand it. I think I'm channeling up mommy. This was like her bestest recipe that she had. All I did was scaled it down. So that's one piece. The second piece. I'd say 5 or 6 pieces out of this. Delicious. This is what I'm going to do from here on in for myself because I love bread pudding, but I never make it because I get that big pan and I'm afraid I'm going to eat it all and get sick. So I'm going to try to figure out rice pudding in the future for you guys, okay? Anyways, thanks so much for watching the video. Please check right back, refresh the page, because you're going to see the mukbang from the crab soup that we ate. You guys are going to enjoy that, all right? I really love doing mukbangs, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you can know when I upload something. Don't forget to hit that like button because that helps a whole lot. Don't forget to share. I really very seldom ask you guys to share, but I'm going to ask you guys to please share my cooking videos because it helps. And thank you for buying things from my store. And a big, big hug and love goes out to all my sponsors. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Bear Pantry Talk, for reviews and family vlogs. Also, follow us on social media. All links are in the description below.